bear with me because I just lost my voice this morning and it might be a little bit hard for me to project my voice. So, okay. My overall topic is about architecture. And I want you to necessarily just take a look around you, take a look at these walls, the people around you, where you're sitting. If you pay attention, a lot of things play a part in your learning and your academic environment. How many of you not necessarily feel comfortable where you are, or necessarily mentally at ease? There's times when I walk into a building and I just feel distracted by its vastness and just its white walls. You can see many places in Chincopen have this. As in the tech room that you walk in. And well, lately I've been paying attention to its structure and all of the buildings here, and this all started coming to mind. I sit in study hall, but I find myself sometimes distracted by what other people were doing. I was almost unable to work because I would follow along with what other people do. And this really comes to show how architecture is directly linked to our learning and our effectiveness at working also. I find that students need a place where their minds are at ease and where they're completely comfortable, because the truth is some of us students don't like necessarily sitting up for 2 hours straight and doing our work. Many of us might like laying down or necessarily being comfortable. But basically, a part where your body is comfortable, some way that your body might be comfortable. Like I said earlier, when I was in study hall, I find myself distracted because we're in a big white room. How many of y'all don't wander off and necessarily, paying attention to your teacher, and all of a sudden your eyes just start wandering from wall to wall, wondering what the person next to you might be doing. You might have your textbook in front of you, but even still you're distracted by this monotonous white color and big vast room. Sometimes I see students whenever they're working, somebody might be doing their work and just at it, and all of a sudden you have this little crowd over here playing and messing around. This is where space comes into play. Whenever you have something so huge and you have all these kids and say they get distracted with all this space, you see it's almost like a little child saying, oh wow, look at all this room, I want to do flips and wrestle and everything, It's almost like a playground for them. And all of a sudden, it's all contagious. All this playing and messing around, it comes to be contagious to other students, and it doesn't allow everybody to work and be as effective as they possibly can. Also, another thing that happens whenever we're inside this big room, even in the library, when we're so enclosed in this small little cubicle, you might be working for quite a while, and all of a sudden all you hear is the silence and the roaring of the AC. How many of us have fallen asleep once or twice while we're doing that? Because it is that we do come tired. We do come tired from playing sports and everything like that. What I found most effective for us students to necessarily learn and do our work is a place where we might be comfortable, where we're comfortable, not only mentally, because whether you like it or not, sometimes architecture really does play a big part, because you look around, you pay attention. Not necessarily architecture to the point where you're distracted by your classroom and its colors around it, but a place where you can be just comfortable, ease and physically. And one thing that I've found out even now as a senior, I find this out even more, because I need a place. All of our seniors need a place where we can work and where we can be at ease. We just need peace and quiet, because one thing, we have our college stuff to figure out and our work from school, and that you'll figure out that can be very stressful and it's going to be a big workload. So you really need